Hello. Today we are welcoming the Seattle Sounders to this oddly small Soldier Field. Starting to get the feeling we got shortchanged and we aren't actually playing these games at Soldier Field. Just something tells me. Can't quite put a finger on it, but this looks a little bit smaller than I would expect. Anyways, as you can see, we're still top of the table, but we are welcoming a very, very good team to our city today. Talking about really, really good teams, we're going to actually talk about a really, really bad team today because I watched Welcome to Wrexham, or at least the first 8, I think, episodes. I'm not entirely caught up, partially because I'm recording this in the past like I record all of my videos, but also because I only have so much time to watch things. Hopefully there are more than 8 episodes in the season. I don't know. Hopefully I'm also remembering that number right at all. But I thought I would just talk about what I thought, especially because coming into it, I was thinking I was going to hate it. And turned out that was not, in fact, the case. I don't really have any squad updates today. Our striker, Nemanja, whose last name I shall not even attempt yet, we're just going to go with his first name. Nemanja is still injured, which is unfortunate, but in the meantime, we're in good hands. I don't know what else to say. It's basically the same as the last game because nothing's really changed. These games come up quick. It's 2 back-to-back games against Western Conference opposition. Not sure exactly how the format works here, but that is just the way it's going. It's a good cross, but a bad finish. Didn't mean to sound so judgmental there. One of the things I noticed from watching Wrexham, we'll get into more overview later, is that the managers, man, they are a lot more fired up than I am. I mentioned this in another video, I think, but I am not the sort of person who would be an actual really good manager because, oh boy, they were yelling. They were quite passionate. And as they say in the actual series, passion is just code for lots of swearing. I've got nothing to swear about, though. That was incredible. How many goals have we scored since we last gave up one? I might have to go back up a difficulty level again. I'm starting to get bored of winning all the time, but at the same time, I am not. Like Seattle Sounders, they're a great team. Love their Xbox sponsored shirt. So much better than whoever it is they have now. Full credit to Nicholas Hosler. He's not in my normal starting 11, but he might need to start being in my normal starting 11 if he can finish like that. He's supposed to be a midfielder. We are of course playing him as a winger-ish in our 4-5-1, whatever the heck formation we're playing. Just trying to get as many bodies onto the field as possible. But we do have a youth player who's a central attacking midfielder, which is very exciting because my normal system relies on having a very good central attacking midfielder. Unfortunately, right now he has a 48 skill level, so he's not going to be featuring anytime soon for the Chicago Fire. But the future does look bright, and maybe next season, if in fact I do decide to renew this show for a second season, to go with the TV theme, if we renew the show, we will have a much better attacking lineup, I think, if he can keep progressing and hold up his end of the bargain. So, Welcome to Wrexham is the show, if you haven't heard of it yet, where 2 American Hollywood stars buy a Welsh football team called, I think it's like Wrexham AFC or something like that. It's Wrexham. Everyone calls it Wrexham because they are Wrexham, or they call it the club. And the show is just a documentary of the process of buying the team, what the supporter culture is like, trying to get a team from the 5th tier of English football all the way up to the Premier League. Although, spoiler alert, and actually, I'm not using spoiler alert sarcastically. I think I'm actually saying spoiler alert. Things don't go well. think they're going great for us, but things do not go well for Wrexham. They really struggle. I don't know if they're going to get promoted this season. I haven't looked up where the standings are like in real life. Take nothing away. I'm talking about Wrexham, but take nothing away from that finish by Katai. It's an incredible, incredible goal. The team loves it. The fans love it. Let's see it one more time. Nice cut back. Oh, and it's deflected off of a defender. Beautiful stuff. Goalkeeper had no chance. He thought it was going the other way, but he didn't react either way anyways, so maybe the goalkeeper just couldn't see what was going on, but you can't complain when it's your own player who's blocking your view. That's his second goal, apparently. Cool. So yeah, Wrexham, they're a very bad team. But now they are owned by Ryan Reynolds and what's-his-face. In the show, it's actually a running joke that no one remembers the other guy's names, like Robbie Mackle something. I don't know. Everyone knows Ryan Reynolds, though, so that's who everyone gravitates to. But it's, of course, a two-man deal, and they buy this team. And I was thinking I wasn't gonna like it because I don't tend to like contrived things. I don't really like TV. I spent an entire episode earlier in the series complaining about how artificial MLS feels to me, which is deeply ironic considering that when I play FIFA, I almost exclusively play as MLS teams these days, just because it's fun, and I've been enjoying American soccer, but just not MLS in particular. So I had reservations coming into Welcome to Wrexham that it was going to just be an irreverent, watered down, artificial Americans turning a storied Welsh club into a money-making machine kind of show, which I think if you watch the show, they're very aware. They're very self-aware of the fact that people could look at it like that, and they, to their credit, do a really good job of making sure that's not what happens. Oh my gosh, you need to finish that. I was thinking he was offside, but it doesn't matter if you're offside or not. You have a chance. You shouldn't hesitate. Should have gone near post. There's no way the keeper would have got it if you'd gone near post. Yeah, but I was pleasantly surprised. A lot of the show actually features the local supporters, and I feel like they did a really good job of exposing what went wrong to put Wrexham in the position where a couple of American TV stars, or a TV star and a movie star, could go in and buy the club for probably not that much money. I don't know what any of the financials are. They don't really talk about that. Good save, but oh yeah, even better to just dribble it out of bounds for me. Thank you. That was so helpful. So I think they did a really good job of showing that Wrexham isn't just a team. It's a lot more about the community and the people who grew up going to Wrexham matches. And I think it just goes to show that maybe not all stupidly rich sports owners are awful. I certainly think these guys are doing all right. And it's a really entertaining show. Definitely not suitable for all ages at all. But as a soccer fan, if I was bothered by swearing, I would definitely not be going to Indy 11 games all the time. And that's where I'm going to leave that. The rating for the show is definitely true. And they do get a full usage of the English language there. But again, that is just authentic to what soccer culture is. And it doesn't feel like what I was worried about. That would be just an irreverent couple of rich Americans going to turn Wrexham into like a Disneyland team. It is very much authentic to the reality of lower league British, not really British. Well, it is British, but Welsh football in the English pyramid. We're going into halftime a goal up, which I feel like I've said that a lot of times recently. This could just be another standard 1-1 win. I'd very much like to score another goal. I'm happy with the performance. It was a good team. Oh, we're 2 goals up. Sorry, I completely forgot. I completely forgot a goal happened. Yeah, that's how how I know. I'm scared to go up a difficulty level. I'm just going to be honest. After our 2 games where we lost, I've been scared to go back up. But I think after this game, I'm going to take a break from recording for a bit. I'm going to practice a bit, and I'm going to see if I can get us up. Because I've got enough episodes in the bank that I don't really need to churn out more right now. I can take a second, try to get better at FIFA, or I can just leave the camera rolling, and you can suffer with me as we lose a bunch of games. But yeah, I thought the show was surprisingly good. It is definitely made for Americans. They don't shy away from the fact that Ryan Reynolds and Rob, whatever his name is, oh no, okay, we're fine. They don't know anything about soccer. And as an American who does know quite a lot about soccer, it is kind of fun to watch them go through the process of learning about the sport. And I think that it would be a good introduction if you're a sports fan in America who isn't bothered by lots of swearing. If you wanted to understand what soccer means in Europe, it'd be a really good first look at the sport. I also think one of my probably not controversial opinions is that partially because they don't know anything about running a soccer team, some of the decisions that they make in managing the club are awful. I'm not going to say I could do anything better because, as we've established, I'm not a really good manager, and the only reason why I'm winning games is because of the skill level. I don't think I can manage the team any better, but some of the things that they're doing raise questions. Like, they bring in a new manager, which is understandable. They splash big cash on a manager who probably should not be playing in the National League. He should probably be playing in League One, League Two, Championship. He should be in the Football League, basically. They really made a statement by signing that kind of manager, but it does kind of look, at least in the episodes I've seen so far, like he doesn't yet understand how to coach a team at this level. And related to that, they also splashed a lot of money on a star striker, which I have spent years trying to convince basically everyone who will listen to me talk about soccer that the quarterback model or the NFL model or whatever you want to call it, like signing 1 or 2 big superstars is not going to revolutionize a club. And that's why with my Chicago Fire team, I'm not looking at bringing in a Zlatan Ibrahimovic or a Gonzalo Higuain or another big name European League striker to come into MLS and try to bag 50 goals a season. But a lot of teams try to do that, or they'll bring in Gareth Bale or whoever else. And I appreciate that will bring in shirt sales. I appreciate that sometimes you just need to have that spark sometimes. But it's not like American football where if you sign Tom Brady, you will win games. That seems to be a 1-to-1 correlation of signing Tom Brady, winning games. And he proved that when he left the Patriots and was still just as successful as he was with the Patriots, basically. But what I'm getting at here is I think Wrexham, oh boy, nervous moments, but we're up 2-0. They're going down the route, a very American route, of try to sign some star players and hope that star power will single-handedly bring the team up. They've only mentioned that one signing and not any other signings. As far as the TV show makes it looks like they brought in a coach and one player and let a lot of players go. They made a big deal of firing the old coach, but in reality his contract was just expiring and they didn't renew it, so I think they were a bit dramatic about that. It's a TV show, though. It's going to be dramatic and dramatized. But I do think that maybe they would do better by increasing the squad depth instead of increasing the skill of their starting striker. Because what if he gets injured? And that's why instead of bringing in a big name player, I am trying to spend all of my money in this game on youth development, so that hopefully I mean, if we start losing games, maybe I'll have to bring in someone. But I don't believe in the success now approach. And I feel like this is such a silly criticism of a TV show to say, oh, they're going about running their football team wrong. But it makes for a really good show. I'm very, very much enjoying it. And I hope more episodes are coming. I hope another season is coming. Puts me in an interesting position where I don't want to find spoilers for the actual Wrexham. Like, apparently now I'm worried about getting sports results spoiled before they can make it into the documentary. But I just think that's silly. I actually did think about playing a little bit of FIFA as Wrexham while talking about it, but we went Chicago Fire instead. Oh boy. I'm not concerned about this game, of course, at this point. There's no point in worrying about it, which is, again, the sign that we need to go up. Hold on to this feeling of winning because it might be the last time for a while. But yeah, we are here at Chicago Fire. I'm trying to run things differently than Ryan Reynolds and Robbie, whatever. Are I feel genuinely bad that I just watched how many hours of TV with this guy and I don't remember his name. They also look identical. Like, they're both very generic white guys. But we're not going to run our club like that is what I've been trying to get at. Yep, celebrate all you want. Doesn't matter. You still came all the way from Seattle just to lose this game to Chicago. Enjoy your beautiful Pacific Northwest weather. Enjoy all the tech bros, I guess. What does Seattle have? Enjoy your hipsters. It doesn't matter because you're going to still lose. I feel very confident in saying that, even though we haven't scored in the entire second half. And it would only take one goal. It would only take one mistake like that one to undo everything. And I will remind you, Seattle Sounders are a really good team. But we're a really good team too right now. Have we made more than 3 substitutions? I honestly do not remember how many substitutions we get in this game. I'm just proving the point that I am a terrible, terrible manager. But to be fair, I am a little bit distracted. Come on, get the ball through. You could pass to anyone, and yet you choose to pass to a guy who has a opposition player right in between us. 3 minutes. I was going to say I'm not going to dribble the ball to the corner and run out the clock, but then I realized that's a great idea, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to time waste. And we time wasted just enough. Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched Welcome to Wrexham, let me know what you think of it. I think it's really cool. If you haven't, well, I'm not going to say you should, but if you're thinking about it, you should. Anyway, see y'all later.